What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, Wheelin' Without Limits. Before I jump into our content for this week, I just wanted to remind everyone to hit the like and subscribe button so that you get notified every time I post new content. So, it has rained a lot this week, and I am thankful for it because we sure did need it, but that has made it a little hard to get out of the house and go on adventures to different places. So I thought I would post a little different content tonight and do a little bit of a devotional with you guys. So I am taking this devotional from a recent revival service that my family attended. We went to a 4-day revival meeting at a church local, not far from us here in North Carolina, and the evangelist that was preaching the meeting, as the meeting was coming to a close, he was preaching on suffering and suffering for the Lord. And one of the things that he said, I haven't been able to get it out of my head really, so I thought I would share it with you guys tonight. But he said that the Lord might not take your burden away, but he will help you bear your burden. And I'll be honest with you guys, the past couple of weeks for me have been tough, and there's some big things coming up as well, and that statement that he made has really given me a lot of comfort in the midst of the difficult circumstances that I have found myself against. The Lord may not take away the burden that I carry, but he will help me carry the burden. And another thing that I will add to that is the Lord will use the difficult seasons that we face in our lives for our good and for his glory, according to Romans 8:28. So, if you're facing something hard tonight, if you are maybe facing a recent health diagnosis or a financial situation or maybe something else, just take comfort knowing that the Lord will be with you as you walk through the storm and as you walk through the difficult season. The Lord may not take away your burden, but he will be with you to carry that burden every step of the way, and he will use it somehow, some way for your good and his glory. And one more thing, if you are not a believer in Jesus, I'd love to tell you more about him and share what he's done for me and what he's done in my life. Every page in my story has not been easy. I was diagnosed with cerebral palsy when I was under a year old, and I've had countless surgeries, 11 to be exact, all related to my CP. I mainly use this wheelchair to get around now most of the time. I can walk, but I have to use a walker or some kind of aid to help me walk. I can't do it without assistance. But one thing that has always been true throughout my life is, it's just like the song says, all my life you have been faithful. and all my life you have been so, so good. So with every breath that I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. So if what you are facing tonight doesn't seem good to you, or maybe it doesn't seem good to others, or maybe it's just hard to see maybe it's just hard to see what good could come out of it. But I promise, every hard thing that I have ever faced, the Lord has used it for good in some way. Whether that be growing my faith, whether that be making it easier for me to get around, or making some aspect of my cerebral palsy a little bit better, or helping somebody along the way. He's used every hard thing for good. And I'll give you one example. So a few months ago, I was having some mobility issues. This is before I started using the wheelchair pretty much full time, but I would walk and it would be hard to walk and get around, and I would have days, I had countless days where I would think to myself, why does it have to be this hard? Why does how did it get this hard? Because it hasn't always been this hard, or it hasn't always seemed this hard. Or, Lord, what are you doing in this? Because it's hard for me to see it. And then I started using this wheelchair, and that, of course, made it easier to get around. But now, as I roll through life in this wheelchair, as I roll my way through life and around the world, one adventure at a time, I can see how the Lord uses this wheelchair, and how the Lord uses me in this wheelchair to help others, and how He is answering my prayer that I prayed on those hard days of, Lord, why is it so hard? How He is answering that prayer to grow my faith and to help me learn some new things, like how do I use the chair to get in the bed? How do I use the chair to take a shower? How do I implement this new piece of equipment to use it in a way that is beneficial for me to do the things that maybe I have never done before, or maybe I've done in a specific way for a long time, but how do I use the electric wheelchair to make those things easier for me in this season of struggle and hardship? And the Lord has shown me those answers, and He has proven faithful every step of the way. So again, whatever you're going through tonight, take comfort that the Lord may not take your burden away, but He will be with you every step of the way as you carry it. God bless y'all, and share Jesus with someone this week. I love y'all, and I'm rolling out.